Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems or you need counseling, feel free to contact me at 339-1670. You can call my office at 237-3135 from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Make an appointment and I will see you. Those of you who have properties to sell or looking for property to buy, you can also call my office 237-3135, or you can get in touch with me at 339-1670. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, up the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you that are on our page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, like and share our page as we go live so others will know that we are live. Those of you on our YouTube channel, TT Real Talk, subscribe, hit the like button, and you will know when we go live. Viewers, tonight we are talking about security. Security in Trinidad and Tobago is very important. Security for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, it is very important. Security for the border protection is very important. Security for your homes is very important. Security for your loved ones are very important. Tonight, I want to hear what you have to say concerning the security in Trinidad and Tobago. Now we're extending from the borders to the home, to the officers, to the army, to the Ministry of National Security. Now when you're calling in, viewers, I am asking of you, if you have to criticize, be constructive. Be constructive. Tell me about something you think the government should put in place. Because we as citizens, we depend on the police. As I start off tonight's program, viewers, Attorney General Faraz Al-Rawi said today via a press conference that the government intends to go to the Parliament on Wednesday to debate the Bail Amendment Bill 2019, which was passed without the opposition support, but with independent support. Attorney General Faraz Al-Rawi noted that the amendments that the government has in respect to the Bail Act is rather unique and slightly different from the previous bail laws, which had some restrictions.
Having passed this law in the Senate without opposition support but with independent support, we are now going to the Parliament tomorrow to introduce the bail amendments. And I would like to tell you that the amendments that we have with respect to the Bail Act are rather unique. They are slightly different from the previous bail laws, which had restrictions.
Attorney General Faraz Al-Rawi noted that in the amendments that came from the Senate that will go to the House on Wednesday to be debated will state, those who are accused can now go before the court and ask for bail. However, he noted that if someone is out on bail and gets another charge, then they will be denied bail unless they can prove to the court why they should be granted bail.
In the previous bail laws, there was an automatic exclusion of the court. There was no circumstance, unless you had crossed no trial starting in 120 days, or the trial had not been completed after 1 year, the court could not consider the matter. In the amendments which we bring from the Senate, in the bill that goes to the House, we specifically say that you will have the right in exceptional circumstances to approach the court to ask for bail. That comes from the recent learning in Canada, where you effectively reverse the burden of proof. You tell the accused, you come and ask the court to consider why you should be given bail. That was not a feature of the previous 14 years of bail restrictions. But in this particular version of the law, we have come on what we call a charge basis. If you have a charge for any one of the scheduled offenses, the very bloody and very serious offenses set out in the second part to the schedule, if you have a charge for any one of those offenses and you are out on bail, and then you are charged again for one of those scheduled offenses, lightning will have struck you twice. You should be denied bail in those circumstances unless there are exceptional reasons that you can show to the court.
Attorney General Faraz Arawi noted that he thinks the bail amendment bill is required to assist in the fight against crime in Trinidad and Tobago, since the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is asking for such amendments.
So this is a very unique way of treating with the constitutionality of the bill. We say, in a slightly different way, that if you have a conviction for one of those scheduled offenses, and if you have a charge, well then we go back to the prior version of the law where there shall be no bail, 120 days, and the 1-year exception. So we have taken a very novel approach to the law, and we have done this in a very special, organized way, where the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service have asked us, now that they are ready with certain maneuvers and positions in gear, they have asked us to return to the Parliament. I would like to say to the country, listening as it is now, I would like to say this law is critical to treat with the current battle against crime.
Now viewers, I have been pushing for certain legislations and certain bills which you are aware of. The reason why I have started this is because Trinidad and Tobago have become lawless, or have become lawless, I should say. Nobody cares about nobody anymore. Nobody cares about nobody anymore. So hence the reason why I sat down and I started to think, how can we bring back Trinidad and Tobago? What can we put in place to make sure citizens have a sense of security, a sense of safetyness when they are out of their home, when they are in the traveling public, when they are at the beach, when they go to a party or a fete or a drag racing or something. They must feel a sense of safety. Right now in Trinidad, citizens in Trinidad and Tobago are trembling with fear. Why am I saying that? Murder is on the rise. Illegal guns on the street are on a rise. People are losing their vehicles on a daily basis. Children are being raped on a daily basis and are afraid to come forward. Domestic violence are taking place on a daily basis and they are afraid to come forward. Communities are trembling. They are in fear. So this is why I have decided to push these legislations and bill a couple months back. And every time the Attorney General or the Minister of National Security, Mr. Stuart Young, would make a statement concerning one of the bills or one of the legislation that I put forward, I would bring it to you. And thus far you have seen what I have been asking for came into play. Why am I doing this? I am risking the life of my wife, of my children, of myself, because I am going up against big guns big fishes, big individuals in authority, and I am challenging them for this change. Gang leaders, car thieves, kidnappers, rapers, child molesters, gun runners. I am asking the Minister of National Security and the Attorney General for legislations and bills to be passed so that we can conquer this. You see, it's not about me boasting. It's not about real talk in number one current affairs, but it's about putting something in place for the citizen to feel safe. Now, when we get these bills and legislation passed, it will be effective. Why am I saying that? It's because before they were not there. So a criminal, a rapist, a car thief, a gun runner would go before the magistrate with a whole list of criminal history, criminal offense, guns, drugs, rape, kidnap, murder, and he outside walking free. He's untouchable. So when you have legislations and bills in place, it will curb the situation. $250,000 bail first offense with a gun. The next time they catch you with a gun, no bail. No bail. So this is what I am bringing to you. This is what I am bringing for the public. I am putting my life at risk. My wife's life at risk. My children's life at risk. Why? For the safety of the citizens. Have you all seen anybody do that? Have you all seen anybody stood up on any platform and ask for these things? It's not about fame, you know. I always tell people, I had fame and popularity before I reached on TV. My wife could tell you, I just meet with ministers outside Trinidad. But it's a matter of securing the citizen. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night. Freeport here.
Good night, Freeport. Go right ahead.
All right. I do not know if it is a rumor, but I think I just heard in the news that Sandman, I think funeral is taking place in some government school, Las Cuevas.
I got the text.
Yeah, I do think that is right. Right?
Nothing happened to his home? He could go to his home?
Yeah, I don't approve of that. Anyway, I don't know if the finance minister released any money for the TTPS to pay up their bills. That's my main concern.
Thank you, my dear. But I will look into it. I will highlight matters like these. You see, this is of great concern to the citizen. While you're talking about this, hear this, I heard that TTPS officers are not getting any back pay. A little birdie whispered into my ear. TTPS are not getting any back pay. So you know what they're doing? The officers will be on strain. What is due to them, they cannot get it. And I often say that when I come here, my sources are solid as steel beam. The officers work for their money. You see, this is what I say, The Prime Minister wants his money. When he does his job, at the end of every 30 days or 31 days, he wants his salary. Colin Imbold wants his salary. Stuart Young wants his salary. The opposition wants their salary. But the officers now who working out, they cannot get their back pay. Why? Why? You see, it is not about criticizing the government or criticizing the police, you know. It's about putting something in place. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead, my dear.
I'm just calling to highlight the problem we have in along with area, probably the whole country. I would like if the Ministry of Health could send somebody to spray the area for the mosquito. The real infection is very bad.
For the mosquito?
Yeah, real bad.
You need to get in touch with the corporation.
All right, then. All right, thank you.
Thank you, my dear. Staying on security, viewers. During the course of the day, the Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffith, took a drug test. As he stated he will, and he passed the test. The Commissioner of Police was the first officer to take a drug test. And remember, he did say that, you know. He did say that when he implemented the polygraphic testing for officers and random drug tests, he will be the first one to take the test. Well, he did, and it was today, and he passed. So, congratulations to you, Mr. Commissioner. Mr. Griffith believed that the drug testing, as well as regular polygraphic tests, will help to ensure greater accountability within the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. Now, I will applaud him for saying that, because this is what we need. This is what we need. Now, I have been getting a lot of calls. Saeed, we've seen police packing up certain places. Up to today, an individual was by me. Saeed, there's a drug den so and so area, and we the city police. This is the cry of the citizen. Now you do want to know why the citizen do not trust the police. This is the reason why. And if you have these things taking place, what do you expect? So you see, the Minister of National Security, together with the Commissioner of Police, they need to work together. Sit down, have a meeting, have a media briefing after, invite the public. What is your plan? What are you going to do? Now, there are a lot of drug dens throughout Trinidad and Tobago. A lot. How many did the police raid? The citizens know where the drug blocks are, but the officers do not. Staying on this, penal market. Penal market. The police station is not far, a stone throw away from the penal market. And there are illegal activities in the market. And the police station is a stone throw away. You would know, you would ask now, so why is this side highlighting the penal police station a stone throw away from the market? Is illegal activities taking place in the market? And citizens who come out to make a daily living are fearful because of the illegal activities that are taking place in the market. And they are fed up because that is their daily livelihood. And what is the TTPS? What is the penal police doing about it? Well, they have spoken to Alan Sami. We confirmed that this afternoon, that he is aware of the matter. You see, this is why I have decided to launch this show. To let the people of Trinidad, and by extension outside Trinidad, know what is taking place in our community. That is why I tell you, feel free to call in 237-3135. Highlight your area, what is taking place in your area. This is what the platform is about. How many drug dealers have been held over the past 6 months? How many? How many gun runners have been held over the past 6 months? How many cocaine blocks have been mashed up over the last 6 months? How many high-speed trains have you heard on the ocean that Coast Guard vessels have encountered with and make serious dent? How many? Caller, good night.
Yes, hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Stanley?
Yes?
Mr. Saeed, as you're on this topic, I wanted to just tell you something. While going up in Arima today on a maxi, there's a young man came in the maxi and he saw a young lady. He started to chat her and tell her that's how he could get a phone for her, where to meet her. So I just wanted to know that there's something going on in the East corridor that should be moved to be looked at, please.
Thank you, my dear. This is why we have launched this. This is a unique platform. We are the number one. Real Talk is the number one current affairs show because of you. Not because of me coming here every day, because of you. You see, this is where the police officers of the community, of the area, of the town need to work together with the citizen in order to have control. And if they do not work with the citizen, what will happen? You will find a breakdown in communication between the officers and the citizen. So how do you fix this? When an officer is caught taking bribe, or with illegal firearms, or extorting cash, or kidnapping, according to the commissioner, we cannot fire them or suspend them for life. Suspend them for life. Because a good friend was telling me, when you sign up to the TTPS, you swear to lock up your mother and father. But I'm definitely sure, if that order was given to you, you will hesitate. You will hesitate to do that. Me asking and I telling. You will hesitate to lock up your mother and father, but you want to make friends with the drug man who terrorizing the citizen. Feel free to call in and make your comments. Make sure it is a constructive criticism. Switching from security a little bit. Health Minister Dr. Terence Diyal Singh has issued a challenge to the public to come forward and join with the ministry in collaboration with the University of the West Indies in St. Augustine to lose 1,000 pounds. Am I right, guys? What do you all think? What you all think about this minister? To lose 1,000 pounds. There's a health crisis in Trinidad and Tobago in the hospitals. You know why I use the word health crisis? Because there's a lack of everything in the hospital. Everything. But you urging the citizen, you challenging the citizen to join with the ministry in collaboration with the University of Trinidad and Tobago to lose 1,000 pounds. Tell a boy sometime, I don't know why they don't stay quiet, you know. Instead of making yourself a fool, stay quiet. Because you're talking nonsense. You have a big hospital in Kuva and they open a pharmacy. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yes, Saeed, I feel I have a spiritual problem, but I feel I want to speak to you off the air, but I could call back this This number after the program?
Give my operator your number. Health Minister Terence Singh was speaking today at the Titi's Globe Heart Initiative at the Hilton Hotel. Singh said the initiative will include a group of 30 persons who will agree to be weighed and have their weight monitored over the period. Well, boy, Singh said this was an exercise to engage the public in the fight against non-communicable disease. Boy, Mr. Singh, what can I say? What can I say? Now listen this. I tell you, when I come here, there's come with solutions to the problem, you know. If the health minister could challenge the World Health Organization to donate free medication to the hospital, that would be good. That would be good. That would be a challenge. Go and challenge who? The World Health Organization. Challenge them to donate medication to the hospital. Challenge them to donate funds to improve the hospitals, the condition of the hospitals, the well-being of the hospitals. Challenge them to donate funds to hire doctors for the hospitals. Challenge that. You want to challenge fat people to lose weight? Oh gosh, man. If they're fat, they're fat. What can you do about it? Some of them is because of the genes. I ain't talking about the gene in his way, you know. You want to challenge them to lose weight. Challenge the World Health Organization. Challenge the Prime Minister. Challenge the Finance Ministry to release funding to better the healthcare system. That is a challenge. Don't want to challenge people to lose 1,000 pounds. But I tell you something, but the best let's stay quiet. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead, my dear.
The Singh and the Big Lady were in the Senate. Both of them need to elect 1,000 pounds off. Good night.
Thank you, my dear. Donate 1,000 wheelchair to people who can't move around. Huh? Caller, good night. Hello?
Yes? Hello?
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Oh, good night, Mr. Saieed. I think a good program as usual. I think the health minister missing the point, you know. What he should do is encourage that whole cabinet, all his colleagues, to go and empty the fatten pocket that they recently give themselves increase in pension and salary. Go and empty the pocket a little bit. So all the potholes on the highway,
yes,
we could use some of the money to fix it. They have the country where it is today. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you, my friend. I tell earlier, whoever is a follower of Real Talk, local and regional, whenever I surface up a problem that we face in Trinidad, I will highlight it, I will talk about it, and I will give you the solution for it. We lack in US. A couple days back, I think it is, I am not defaming any bank of their character, but I think it is Republic Bank who was saying that they are struggling to find the US to supply the citizen. We have the Cuba Hospital. Spend the $1 billion that you was going to invest in sandals, equip the hospital with everything necessary, and do surgeries. Do baby deliveries. Charge outsiders US dollars, and we're fixing the problem with the US currency. Because that, let me tell you something. Caller, just hold on the line for 1 second. When people have to go outside to pay US dollars for an operation, you could go right in the Cuba Children's Hospital and do it. You know why? Because the $1 billion that was spent for the Sandals project, you could equip the hospital and proper people to manage it and do the operation right here. So what you're doing, instead of you going abroad to spend 100,000 US, you spend it right here and it goes back into the economy. If you do 10 surgery in 10 days, how much you get? 100,000. What you get? Good. I'm glad you understand that now. Caller, good night.
And a very, very good evening to you, Mr. Saeed.
To you, my friend.
Recently, I visited the Mount Hope Medical Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I visited a patient in the hibiscus suite. That suite was designed for the well-to-do, and I think in the past you had to pay, but now it is free. But if you're getting into the hibiscus suite, you're lucky. Anyhow, to my dismay, the ward I was visiting, there was 2 beds. There was 2 fans on the wall. One is not working, so the patient bought their own fan. And the other fan don't have a guard. You know that grill in the front?
Yes.
Saeed, what is amazing is that if you take your finger and you pass it on the blades on the fan, the amount of craziness you would get is amazing. To know a hospital, there is a saying that, like on a ship, the medic on the ship will tell you, the ship have to be hospital clean.
Yes.
And the hospital is not clean. And recently I visited a patient in adult medical 3. Side in the corner of the wall, there is cobweb.
Wow.
Side, and this is a hospital.
Where is the maintenance crew?
Exactly. And this guy is challenging people to lose 1,000 pounds when you have a hospital that is not hospital clean.
Thank you, my
I hope
friend.
the authorities is listening, and if they feel I am just talk idle, visit the hibiscus suite and visit adult medical tree, and you'll see exactly what I am talking about. All the best.
Thank you. You see, this is why the private medical institute making the money. You know why? When you go there, you have to pay for a service, and the service is top of the line. You know why? They are always on top of their games. We have the Minister of Finance. Every year you're allocating a budget. A doctor was by me yesterday, qualified, and can't get a work. Qualified. But friends of those in authority could get a job. You're taking people from outside who can't even understand English to bring them here, to give them a job. But we have the local doctors suffering. They're suffering for a job in their own country. And what field are they in? The medicine field. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Saeed?
Yes?
Just listening to the program and hearing Mr. Dialsin talking, I realized that he is a waste of time. Hello?
Yes, go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
Because on a ward in Mount Hope in the night, they have 1 RN, 1 trained nurse with 1 assistant for the night, for
Wow.
24 patients.
Wow.
So no patient could get proper attention. And then on the cardiac ward, 1 RN for the night. In emergency, 5 nurses for 100 and something patients.
Woo.
Cockroaches running on the ward.
Listen, Trinidad and Tobago.
And when people want to vomit, they have to cut the empty IV bags and give them to vomit in it on the ward. This healthcare is in a mess. The nurses under pressure. Every day somebody's surgery getting thrown off. No cleaners, no wardsmen to push the people to the theater and back. And the amount of emergency surgeries with the gunshot wounds is Surgery is backing up. The healthcare mess, a real mess. The nurses are all frustrated with the whole system. One nurse working in the night, that poor nurse tired when the morning comes. We need a change, Mr. Said. We need a change. Poor people dying in the hospital, can't get care. If you're in the hospital and you're on one nurse on the ward and you have 3 critical patients, you have to see about who dying first.
True.
Okay? Thank you, Mr. Said.
Thank you, my dear. Now, viewers, I want to let you understand. We have nurses, we have doctors, we have teachers, we have politicians, we have police, we have daily paid, we have weekly paid, we have monthly paid, we have supervisors, we have managers, we have bosses. Feel free to call in. You know why I'm saying that? Because the situation in Trinidad affecting everybody. Everybody. You know what tripped me yesterday? You see, when the officer highlighted their matter, it's not because they wanted to, you know. It's not because they wanted to, you know. It is because the situation that they are in, and the only way they could get help is to surface it up. So somebody would hear what they are going through. I have a police friend. Let me tell you something. She decided to take up, she printed paper from home and carry to work in the station and not asking you and telling you. So who vexed? Come and deal with me. She decided to take up, she printed paper that she buy for she daughter to do her projects and printing, whatever. And she decided to carry it on work because they don't have. If I tell her, boss, I ask for this treasury, boy, I want to know how I know that. Take what I telling her. All I would want to know how I know that. Continue thinking the treasury don't have money. Continue thinking that. And I'm going to leave it right there. While you saving money, people suffering. They did I give all a quote. They want to send home 200 workers. I believe it's UTT guys. They're saving 2 million every month. In 12 months, they're saving 24 million. When you present your budget at the beginning of the fiscal year, you would say you save 24 million. How much people you send home? How much people go on the breadline? How much people lose their house? How much family break up? How much children had to stop school? How much of them lose their car? How much wife leave their husband? But you're proud you saved 24 million. How much you destroy saving that? Careful when Allah coming around me, you know. I ain't here just for myself, you know. I ain't not here just for my wife and my children and my grandchildren. You know. I'm here for everybody because I am a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. And when I die, it's in Trinidad they're burying me. Not in Venezuela. Call a good night.
Good night, Said.
Go right ahead, my friend.
I want the minister, Saieed Ali, to call the woman that who was trying to talk about the carnival time, and the other fat lady, the Calypsonian, so all kind of thing about it, especially can do that.
True.
Woman will let take him up. Let me call the woman and say, come and lose 600 pounds. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. You see, when you make constructive criticism, we could talk. We could reach somewhere with our debate. But when you want to call and criticize me and criticize Real Talk and criticize the nation, we are going nowhere. Where you living? Right here in Trinidad. But you calling me now, somebody who trying to bring things to the public to get it passed, you criticizing everything. And when everything passed now, you self-enjoying it. Am I right or am I wrong, viewers? You see, this is where you need to come together. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yeah, you're speaking about employment just a while ago, Mr. Ali.
Yes.
Yeah, let me tell you something. UWI got the hospital to run, the Cuba hospital to run, and UWI asked Mount Hope HR department to employ the workers. Let me tell you something, Mr. Ali. It's only friends and family in them state-owned company, whether you qualify or not, is getting the job. People who qualified and putting in the subjects with O-levels and degree and A-levels is not getting the job in state-owned companies. This is why state-owned companies is not running properly. And then the government talking about the losing and all these things. They're losing because the government too sending people. The day after the budget, the minister sent 20 people there to work and tell Mount Hope, create positions for them if you don't have positions. And about 2 weeks after, he sent 12 again. You understand? And this is what have been going on there. And the few other people will coming in the Mount Hope Medical Complex, and we will be coming in into that hospital in Cuba now, is friends and family of the HR department. They created vacancy and have the people there. They might put out the vacancy, but they don't have the people there, and the people is not qualified people for the job. And that's going on throughout state-owned company in Trinidad and Tobago. That is a conflict of interest that nobody is touching down on. The only way a person will get a job there is if there's nobody else like he in Trinidad and Tobago. That is the only other person will get a job there. Else is friend and family right through, Mr. Ali.
Thank you, my friend. Now that is info. That sounds like somebody inside. But nevertheless, it is for the viewing public to understand what is taking place in Trinidad, in our country. And if somebody don't stand up and highlight it, we will be in quicksand. You're standing up and you're there sinking. And nobody throwing a rope for you to hold to pull you out. Nobody. Because you know why? Everybody afraid. Because this one connected to officer, that one connected to a sergeant, that one connected to an inspector, that one connected to ASP. And you know what happened? Everything just go dead right there because everybody connected to somebody. And the innocent can't get justice. But hold on. Hold on. All I got to change just now. Switching gears a bit, viewers. FIFA Vice President Jack Warner has issued a $15 million lawsuit to the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association. Jack Warner is calling for a repayment of a $15 million loan in which he gave to the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association. Warner's attorney on Monday filed a claim against the TTFA, that is the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association, in the Port of Spain High Court for debt recovery and breach of contract. Listen to this. Warner claimed because of the FIFA's failure to repay the loan, he has suffered losses and damages. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Saieed, you're doing a very good program, and I want to tell you this is the only TV program that a caller could call in, and the voice will be heard without you cutting their call.
This is created for the public. Whether you're local, whether you're in Tobago, whether you're in an island of the Caribbean or around the world, as long as you could dial and we get you, you're live. Thank you, my friend. You see, this wasn't created for me. It was created for the people. I didn't create this to get fame and popularity, like I said. I just have it outside Trinidad and Tobago. Outside. And I've decided to launch it for the people because, listen this. Listen this. When somebody keep their big rally, whether it's local, whether it's MP, whether it's councillors, whether it's government, I'm going to tell you something. You're jumping up and you're eating your duck and you bust up shot and you're drinking your punching or your black label or whatever have you. And when that day pass, that day and that, you ain't seen them again. You see just how the breezes blow? Just how they're going. The road going down, the drain going down, cave line all over the place. No water. Everybody advantaging somebody. When you call this one, well, we don't have this, you call that one, we don't have that. When you call that one, you can't get in the office. And all in them government office and the big executive place, all of them female fixing up their nail and their hair, and they're sitting down. You're afraid to go on the computer, you're afraid to go on the typewriter because you're going to damage your nail. Me, I'm not asking you, I am telling you. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
Hello.
Yes, go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
I want to find out, it's 8 years now. I applied for HDC house. Right? And they only given me a run on it. I want to know how you all could help me to get the HDC house.
Well, partner, to tell you the truth, I cannot help you. I am not the one in charge of HDC. What I could tell you or what I could advise you is go to them once a week and keep track of your documents on how far the proceedings are. Thank you very much for calling in. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley visited the Diego Martin Sporting Complex today, where children from the Diego Martin community is having a camp. The Prime Minister said today via a release that he enjoyed spending time with the youngsters this afternoon at the Diego Martin Sporting Complex. It is good to see the Prime Minister coming out and visiting the youths, but you must come down to the ground a little more. Come down to the ground a little more. You see how the Commissioner of Police, he's forgetting the high office, he's forgetting the soft chair, and he's forgetting the fancy desk. And he is coming out, dressed in police tactics gear, with his firepower, and his men, and they are down on the ground. When last you all see that? How much commissioners have come before him and didn't do what he is doing? That is why sometimes, that is why I just say, when he's on the right track, I will congratulate him. But when they make a statement that's not corresponding with the public, I will light you up. I don't expect it to be perfect. I am not. But my wife will tell you I just try. Caller, good night.
Yes, hello, good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yes, there's a part amount of the call holding bay. Where they put the patient before they ward them. In the morning, around 4 o'clock, it have fellas dressing as trainee doctors coming and robbing in the ward there. I spent 1 week there.
They're robbing you in the hospital?
Yeah, and they're more going to the female patient and them.
Well, then we need bodyguards there then. Security guards.
And you don't know nobody, nothing.
Wow. Thank you, my friend. We will look into it. Thank you so much for sharing the information. Some reports were brought to my attention about some vendors from Penal Market who pleaded for assistance that can be rendered to them as soon as possible. You see, this is what I was talking about just now. They called, they said, Said, come down in the market, come and see something. I went down, I play fast and I gone. Well, you know that's my thing. I went down and I see what taking place. So I am asking now, where is the borough? Where is the municipal police? If illegal activities are taking place within the market, and you have people there every day, and they are seeing that what happened to the police officers who is a stone throw away. Why can't you lock up somebody? Be like a normal buyer, set up a sting and walk in the market. If you know how to set up sting, call me. 339-1670. Come visit me and I will draw the plan on how you could do it. Caller, good night.
Good night, sir. Good night, sir.
Go right ahead.
I don't understand now. It's silly season, right? You notice what the Prime Minister doing? He going to certain places and at certain times, right? He just showing up himself in a nice jacket and tie right now, right? You remember when it had the flood all down in St. Helena and thing down there last year? He couldn't come out,
He couldn't go down there.
To get wet like this one, right? But let me tell you something. Watch him, he can't go by the fishermen and them way for a funeral day or to give them a little sympathy or whatever and this kind of thing. Yeah, how them fellas talking? All you watch it now, now is silly season. Be careful anyway, brother. Have a good night.
Thank you, my friend. Now, the councillor for the Pinal-Davie Regional Corporation, we spoke to him and he have decided to launch an investigation into the matter. He is the chairman of the Pinal-Davie Regional Corporation. And I want to thank him for accepting our call and giving us the information to feed to the public. So to you, my friend, good night to you. And I hope every time we do contact you that you are available. Make time just to give us some highlights and some comments on what is taking place in the area. San Fernando Wharf. A fisherman was by me today. I wouldn't call his name. But there needs to be more security or more police present. If the police cannot make themselves available, call the Minister of National Security, call the Commissioner of Police and let them know that a lot of people are being robbed. Now I can tell you something, down by the wharf down there, these fishermen just come with cash, a lot of cash to buy fish, to trade. And I heard there are bandits, drug dealers, robbing fishermen of their cash. So to the San Fernando Police Department, the Southern District, if you all could make yourself presence a little more at the San Fernando Wharf, so that the hard-working fishermen, just like you all hard-working officers, make yourself available so that the bandits wouldn't hamper these fishermen from making an honest day's work. This is what I am asking of you. And if the police can't be there, well then send down some military men. All of them sit down in Tetron. Send down one or two of them. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, I am the daily paid worker.
Okay.
And something needs to be done concerning daily paid workers. But I want the people to look at the election that's coming up. And the way we system make up, the government that is in power, they control the money. And the ministry does get the money that they want. The opposition does be struggling according to our system with finance.
Yes.
So what people need to do, that the elected government is PNM. What they need to do is to look at each area and each minister that represents that area have to look at their life for the last 5 years or the last 4 years and see if they're satisfied with the constituents, satisfied with their personal life, what has improved, and then go to the polls and make the right decision. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend, and well said. I have been saying that if each MP see about their area, let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago will be smooth. The paradise that our great-great-grandfather knew back then, it would come back. It would come back. You are the MP. you have the councillor, you have the chairman for the borough. How it is only the Ministry of Works and Transport, how come that ministry alone getting funding? What happened to the rest? So the rest of ministers, how many ministers are there in a party? Front and back? 41? How come we only hear in a handful? What happened to the opposition? From time to time I've been asking, what happened to the opposition? Why are they not responding? Why? Every time the PNM brings something, UNC is supposed to stand up. Every time the UNC brings something, PNM is supposed to stand up. But none is standing up for nothing. Tell her it's real talk all I get in, you know. It's real talk, you know. We are almost out of time for tonight. A rerun of this program is at tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Remember, like and share our page. I thank you for making us the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago, and by now we're probably the second most viewed in the Caribbean, and I want to thank you for that. Viewers, be safe. Until then.